Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're playing another game of League of Legends. I am the Strategy Professor, and we're trying to get our way to Diamond by only playing support every game. So, I started this a little bit late. I was reading through some comments on the channel while this was going on. Went ahead and picked Sona here. All that I knew was that they had Sivir and Malphite, and then we had Kennen. I saw this as pretty low damage. I also noticed that Zed and LeBlanc were both banned. Oh, and I just went for my Janna rune page. I've shown that in a bunch of different videos. It's basically you just go all the way down the mid tree to get to Wind Speaker, and then you just go as far as you can down the far right page, and you pick up the extra shields. And I think that's really the only major choice for masteries. For runes, I'll just put it in the description to the page, but it's my Janna MR runes. So, a little bit of magic resist. It's just a little sprinkle of everything. A little bit of magic resist, a little bit of armor. I think it's got 48 health in it. A little bit of mana regen. But you can find the full rune breakdown in my in the description. So I think this is pretty good overall. I had been considering Alistar, but it's also a consideration of mine that Alistar really hasn't been super popular on the channel in terms of views. I know there are definitely some viewers that like him, but I do want to make a concerted effort to try to switch it up a little bit and play with some different champions. Sona's also pretty good with Kennen. I mean, all I knew about our team comp was Kennen. And you know, she's good into an AoE comp. So if you have other champions that can lock people down, like a Mumu, Kennen, Fiddlesticks doesn't lock people down, but he has a lot of AoE. There's lots of AoE magic. She's really good with that. Because, you know, obviously she has her ult, they can hold people in place, but if you have everybody bunched up like that, then all of your auras are going to hit everyone too. So she's best with huge team fight compositions. They also had Malphite. So I suspected they might do the team fighting route, which they've kind of done, but not really. Sort of. I mean, their comp's a little... I don't know. It's not homogenous, I'll put it that way. It's got some different moving parts, different strategies, because Ari's really good in a pit comp. She's okay in a team fight comp. Lux is good in team fight. Sivir's good in team fight. So I saw Sivir Malphite, and I'm like, that's team fight. So the shields should help a lot in that, so... What we want to do is get into, you know, a really good team fight. Okay, so we're gonna go. Speed's really nice with your deer. I think I'm gonna go coin. There's also an argument for going spell thieves because you're gonna be hitting them so much with Sona, but the coin builds into a more useful item, I think, for our team composition. That speed up item is very, very good on Udyr, because one of Udyr's main problems is that he can get kited. Now, they don't have a lot to kite Udyr, actually. I mean, they can kick him. I guess they can stun or snare him, maybe, but... Sona's also decent into a rundown composition, because you have your E, which also speeds everyone else up. So, if you use your speed up, speed everyone else up, and you have your... Shurima or whatever it's called, I always want to call it Shurelia's. That's from like season 1 or season 2. You have your speed up support item, then you can get places really quickly and do rotations really quickly. That might be what we try to do here. Now, Sona's very similar to Janna in that anyone can play Soma. Well, not anyone, but it doesn't have a high skill cap in terms of playing an okay Sona, right? Like, you just spam your buttons, everybody gets auras, and you attack things that are close to you. But the true skill with Sona, and I don't always do this correctly, is choosing which power chord you want to use. But it can make a huge difference in a fight. And I think in most team fights, especially if they have someone who's really fed, you want to put the green power chord on their major threat. You need to be able to time your rotations correctly to be able to do that. So he's going to block a lot of the damage that I put on her. But I have a heal and they don't, so I'm okay with it. As soon as we get to level 2, we'll have the heal. So we want to be putting as much damage on Sivir as we possibly can. And if she uses the spell shield on me, then she's not going to be able to use it on Lucian when he goes in, so... Just because she can spell shield some stuff doesn't mean that you shouldn't be casting anything. There we go. Now Lucian's getting in there. Now he's ready to party. He just wanted level 2 first. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and pop another. So I've got the green. Oh, I just wasted the power cord. Just speaking of using power cord correctly, that is not how you do it. Alright, so Lucian's fighting back pretty well. And it's okay if Lucian takes a little damage because I can heal him up too. So we have a heal, they don't. So most trades are good for us. If they're anywhere close, they're good for us. Now ideally you want to pop your W when you're actually in a fight so you can leverage the shield also. But I just want to top him off. A tough decision. I kind of want more poke though, so I'm going to go for you. Sivir is still extremely good also, just... What I need to do is just auto-attack him first. Lucian could have totally gone in right there, like, real hard. But he's not. Hopefully he'll get hardcore here in a little bit. There he goes. That's what I want to see. There he goes. So I got him to waste his spell shield there. He's just waiting to see that I do an attack. I want to punish her for having that spell shield down. It's probably almost back up at this point. May have backed. I need to be careful though. Yeah, she backed. It's just Lux. I just want to make sure Lux doesn't get any experience or anything. I'm not sure if Lucian wants to back yet or not. Oh, she didn't even back. She's fake backing. So she just lost a lot right there. I'm gonna wait till Lucian takes some damage. You actually want to go in and take damage if you're Lucian here, because then that lets my heal be much more efficient. Because if it's just healing me with no damage on Lucian, then it's not worth it. Like, he's got full mana and full health, and look how low they are. Like, he could easily get up and bully them out right now. Like, if he was there when they did that to me, then he could have probably killed him, or at least come very close. I don't know who else is dying, but it needs to stop. Like, I know he's afraid of getting Lux snared or something, but... You know, someone has to harass him. We can't just let him farm. I mean, Lucian is the premier powerhouse. I'm gonna have to switch over to heal. Because Lucian's not following up on the harass. Can we kill somebody? Like... Like, I mean, I don't usually say stuff like that, but this is extreme. Like, they are so... Like, they're basically getting to free farm when there's no possible way that should happen. Go for this. Like, I'm almost poking him out of lane by myself. Lucian is, like, the early game aggro champion. Like, that's why you pick him. Ah, he's dead. That was obviously a bait. I mean, why would she be there doing that if it, like, Lee Sin wasn't there? I mean, I understand people make mistakes. I'm trying to be positive here. But, like, at some point you have to say something, you know? If you've almost poked him completely out of lane by yourself. Like, we should be utterly dominating this lane. Oh, hold on. I've got to get this experience, bro. Oh, he's leaving. Okay. Like, dude's gonna get mad about it, but I just want him to attack. He can be mad, that's fine. Yeah, I've been hit by a lot of Lux Qs, but you know what? Because they can go on me like that. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but especially if you're like Korean or whatever that is, like, you should know that you should be more aggressive. It doesn't look Korean, it looks like... Honestly, don't know. I'm not really good with Asian languages, but...
An enemy has been slain. Delicately. A sublime duet.
Like, here's the deal. Like, I have been getting hit by too many Lux Qs. That one's totally on me. But, I mean, if you go back and watch the replay and just see how low they are, like, Sivir was at, like, 0 mana with, like, 300 health, and Lucian is 100% full health, and he's staying max range behind the thing. Now, I know he's afraid of getting hit by a Lux. Like, now it's almost too late because Lux has so much power because she's got her ult now. Like, we really needed to capitalize early on in the lane, but we can still do it. There we go. Okay, I'm trying to bait out her spell shield. Like, that's the deal. It's because we have a heal and they don't. So that's why you want to go aggressive. He's still playing way too far back. I mean, I understand we have minions too there, right? Like, but you can manage the wave better and get in there and fight. They probably backed. Or they're going for the kill. God bless. I'm getting bushed. What? Lux has 72 AP. Well. Alright. Definitely need health. We're gonna need to get an Aegis immediately. Not sure if health is better or... Put this in boots. Yeah, we had our window early game before Lux like actually had too much damage. And now she can all in and do a lot of cause a lot of problems. But I mean, we can still beat him. It's just like the whole reason, like if he was Ezreal or something, that playstyle would make sense, and I probably wouldn't have picked Sona. I knew he was probably going to play Lucian when I picked Sona. He was hovering over it. And when you see Lucian, like, your instinct should be as a player, okay, this person wants to get very aggressive early. Because Lucian falls off compared to other ADCs later in the game. But we're so far behind now, and I just need to accept the fact that this Lucian just doesn't get aggressive. And that's unfortunate. But you just have to adjust your gameplay to what you have, you know? You can't force people to do the things that you want them to do. So I shouldn't have even said anything to him, honestly. It's just very frustrating. And I was hoping that he would be mature and just be like, okay, man, I'll step it up. I'll be more aggressive. Like, I didn't call him out or anything. I was just like, Lucian, you have to be more aggressive, you know? Like, I don't think that was too mean. But he just, like, can't handle it. So, I should have just stopped there and just decided, you know what, we're just going to farm, I guess, even though it's not efficient. You can't force people to do what they should be doing. You can suggest it, but they don't have to listen. The Sona is a primetime early game harassment. I mean, you saw it. I almost harassed him out at lane by myself. And now she's just going to sit here and get free, like she's going to hit those Qs eventually on somebody. She's been hitting on me because I'm the only one that's getting aggressive. Yeah.
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
It's hard to catch him out. Well, they are going for Udyr right now, so I need to be careful. Try to help him out. Try to come up here. Alright. It's pretty dangerous stuff, but I think we can deal with that. Cho'Gath is doing really well these days. I don't want to waste my ult on Sivir when she's just going to get spell shielded. I'll use it there, because just to make sure Lee doesn't jump away. This should give us the tower also. Yeah, I was seeing if it would shield the minions. It does not. I didn't think it did, but I figured it'd be worth a shot. Yo, 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 Lucian! What the... Are you kidding me right now? Like... Oh my god. Like, don't let Udyr die under the tower. Dude's like, stopping to do farm, man. We don't have that much time. Alright, that's fine. We got it. Now, that's gonna... Like, that bought them an extra 30 seconds on our tower. So if Sivir pushed that really hard, that could have made a huge difference. Alright, I'm gonna get Mobies just so I can get to where I need to be quickly. And one of these. That should do it. We're level 9, so we'll upgrade that too. Maybe. Yeah, we'll upgrade that too. Yep. So, because you guys see the chain reaction of that? They did about half damage to our tower, I think. Because Lucian decided to clear the wave instead of help Udyr take the tower, then we had to wait on one more wave, and that gave them one more wave to get into our tower. So, they didn't quite get a tower out of it, but they got a lot of damage on it. Need to be very careful right here. This bush. Okay. They could be in any of these bushes. The problem with Sivir, I mean, if you're playing against her, is she can just like show up and just take a tower instantly, so you have to be really careful. I don't know what he's doing there. He's trying to chase Lux, I guess. Now Sivir's gonna get this tower, most likely. Or not, I mean, she could have. No, she's gonna do it once she realizes it, that no one's here. She's worried about the jungler a little bit, but now they see him at the other place, so she's gonna get it. So, yeah. Alright, so just so you understand that combination of plays, I'm not trying to be too negative, I just want to make sure that hopefully when you play your games, you can make better decisions in this. The reason that all that happened, that a lot of bad things have been happening in the last couple of minutes, are... Lucian did not finish this tower, he tried to clear some CS instead, and we had a very small wave to do it with, and we had to wait for an extra wave. So that allowed Sivir to push up and get half damage on tower. And then Lucian roamed up and tried to pick off Lux. And when he did that, because our jungler and our top are both top lane, and Sivir knows that she's wide open to finish that tower. So she already had half damage on it from Lucian being up too far. Yo, 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 dude, if he ults on you, you're dead. We don't know if he has ult. I don't know that. I mean, maybe he knows something I don't, but... Because if he died right there, they'd probably get this tower. So that's just... I just want to explain it there. I'm not trying to be negative. But I'm just trying to explain it, just so you understand kind of what's going on. Udyr was clearly getting the dragon, man. You gotta look before you engage. I think that getting the dragon's the right call there. Okay, got her. So I just hit her with the pink to slow her down, and everyone else just sort of went in on that. Never mind, Sivir's there. I'm just gonna come over here and help him get this. Yeah. He's probably all AD. Yo, 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 yo. There's more people coming, guys. No, we shouldn't have done that. I should have just pinged him back. They knew we were there. They had wards on it. Lee's got to be all AD. Yep. Ken's right. I mean, we shouldn't have done that. I should have just pinged him back. I was trying to clear the wards for him, but as soon as Lee showed up, we should have just left. I mean, I could have dodged Lee's Q also, but... Get a couple of pings here. Can I? 720. Yeah, that's fine. I obviously don't have a super good Sona build, like, off the top of my head. I haven't played a ton of Sona in recent times. Almost killed her. We gotta stop this, guys. Someone's gotta come in and help me get the Sivir. Well, Sivir's gone now. That's good. I gotta rotate up here now. Alright, Lucian needs to ult this wave. Okay, well, we got a couple of kills off of that. That's good. I do need to get the extra shield stuff soon, but also need the coins so we can get around, because there's a lot of weird situations going on. Alright, good. Make them pay, make them pay. Nice. Lux is just getting a little too confident. A little too big for her britches. Alright. Gotta be a little careful here. Lucian's going bottom. It also helps Kennen get into the fight, so not just Lucian, but Kennen obviously wants to get into that fight, so if I had the speed up item right there, we could have gotten in and gotten some kills. So speed up item is my top priority. 1650, huh? Sell this, sell one of these, and boom, got it. Okay, so this is pretty nice with our composition. It also helps us get out of really weird situations like we were in at blue. Ooh, interesting. I need to watch out for that. Interesting. Alright, so that was good. And a lot of that was because we were so fast. We're able to respond to situations. We're able to run down Sivir through her ult because I had my E and that locket thing. Lucian, get the towers, bro. My gosh. We probably need to get out of here. Are you kidding me right now? Come on. Alright. Lucian's... Yeah. Let's just get out of here. Get out, get out, get out. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run. Gosh. No, 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 no. Get out.
From my mind to yours.
Where's Kennen? Yeah, so I put the green one on him. Well, so we didn't get Sivir. Oh, he didn't kill. Oh, gosh. Sivir. Yeah, she has this. So this is so good, you guys. This is so, so good. I know most people get the other thing that gives you AD. Whatever, I'm telling you, this lifesteal just saved her right there. It's saved her so many times, this game. It's so strong. Especially if you don't have ways to stack the other thing. Like, if you're not going to get a Hurricane, then just get the Warlords. It's really good. Alright, what do I need here? I need, this is really good. So we have a lot of attack people, and anytime you give them a heal, they get a lot of stuff. So, yeah, we get both of those. That's extremely good on Sona. Your W basically gives everyone on-hit damage and like 15% extra attack speed. Bless. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone in on that. I forgot Kennen was dead. I didn't see all of them there, but it's pretty safe to assume they're all on their way if they're not there already. Yeah, I should have waited on Kennen. I just got overzealous there because I saw 3 and I thought we had a 3-on-3. And who wasn't there? Lee wasn't there. I don't think. It was Sivir, Lux, and Ahri, I think. So Lee and Malphite both weren't there. But, you know, I should have assumed they're on their way because clearly they're making a move on middle. They weren't in any of the other lanes. So I should have assumed they're there. So this isn't my greatest game, but I'll probably post it up if we win anyways, just because it's something a little different. I don't usually get to play Sona that much. And I'm getting to talk through some of the mistakes that I make. I just lined myself up too much to get stunned by whatever hit us with the stun. I think it was a Lux thing. I just need to be more careful with that. I'm also really used to playing tanky champions. Okay, so that worked out okay, even though that was bad of me. Guys, I will never understand this in solo queue. Like, why do people go for towers when you can go for inhibitors? Inhibitors are way, way better than towers. I know people might think, but the inhibitor doesn't give you a lot of gold. Yeah, but it does. You just don't see it right away. It gives you gold because it puts pressure in other lanes. We're going to get them both. But there was a game that I played recently where we had Baron, and there were 2 open inhibitors, and the guy's like, no, man, we got to go for towers. And we lost the game because of it, because he tower dove, we died. And then they're able to turn the game around. So just always go for open inhibitors over tower plus inhibitor. It's just much easier to take. It's much safer. It's got a better outcome. But yeah, this is definitely not my finest game. I'm kind of getting... I'm just not playing that well. But I've been used to playing tanks, and I just haven't played Sona in a while, so I'm not quite sure of her limits. But I mean, some of this is just flat out me getting caught out. Like, why would you go bottom? Right there. Like, there's so much game knowledge mistakes here. I'm not trying to be negative. Once again, I'm just pointing out these things so that if you notice in your game. The reason that you don't go bottom there if you don't have teleport is because Baron's open, and they're going to be really itching to get a Baron because they know that we all just had to back. They'd probably go for a desperation Baron. Now, he should not be leading into this bush either. Gotta watch the Malphite ult. Malphite can't be the one that stuns me. Oh, we got her ult out of there. Just need to ward this. Get everyone to rotate. Get over here with Kennen. Please pushing top. I can't run in there. They still have all their ults. I just have to be much more cautious with Sona. She's way squishier than what I usually play. Does have to play more in the back. Malphite has to ult at some point, right? Like... Alright, good. Sona's good here. The reason that I picked Sona once again, because we needed some speed. I thought we would have a much better time bullying and lane because it was Lucian on Sivir. Sivir and Lux. So I think we should have been able to bully in lane a little bit more, but that didn't work out. But that's the reason why I picked her. And so that was a pick for Sona. Also, I know speed would be really good because of Udyr and Kennen. They both really love to be sped up. It helps us run down Sivir. And all I knew at the time was that they had Malphite and Sivir, which indicates a team fight type of composition, but not an assassin top, at least. And so her shields make you really good for team fights because, you know, obviously everybody gets the shield. It helps negate a lot of AoE damage like Malphite, like Sivir's bounces. So it's really efficient. Sona's obviously very weak if they have super strong engage on the bottom lane or assassins that can pick her off and kill her. But we had Zed banned, we had LeBlanc banned, and I know that their top laner was going to be Malphite, who isn't really an assassin. Like, I can stay out of his range because he only has one ult that gives him that huge mobility. Whereas something like, you know, Zed can just get to you. Like, he has such a huge engage range, and he can get out safely. And LeBlanc's just has such a low cooldown, it's not even worth, you know, you really can't play around it. She's going to kill you. So that's why Sona in this composition. As far as my execution, I was just out of position too much. Like, I was just getting caught by Lux binds too much early, and just getting caught by Lee a couple of times, I think. And I made a couple of decisions that I shouldn't have made. Like, we should not have gone to blue, even though I was clearing those wards. As soon as we saw Lee, we should have gotten out of there immediately. I tried to engage middle a little while ago when I only saw 3 of them, and I thought we had a potential 3-on-3 with Udyr, who's very good in small-scale skirmishes like that. But I didn't anticipate the other 2 would be in the same area, but it's pretty obvious they would be headed there, right? Because they're not in any of the other lanes, and they're really trying to make a push on mid. So those are 2 of the places I could think of offhand that were mistakes. I shouldn't have said anything to Lucian. I should have just adjusted my gameplay and just said, you know what? This guy is just having a bad day, or he doesn't play Lucian a lot, he doesn't understand you know, this matchup very well, or whatever the case is. He wasn't being as aggressive as I thought he would be in lane, which is the whole reason that I picked Sona, or one of the reasons that I picked Sona, because I thought we had a winning lane with that. But, you know, I should just recognize, you know what, it's not going to happen. I mean, it's debatable. I could ask once if he wants to be more aggressive. I don't think that's too much. You know, if I just phrase it and said something like, they're pretty low, let's see if we can push them out of lane. Or something like that. You know, I could have worded it differently. I don't remember what I said. It was in frustration because it was like right after I died, the first thing I said, I was like, yo, you got to step up your aggression or whatever. When I should have just said something, you know, more polite earlier on and just said, hey, they're kind of low, Sivir's low on mana, let's see if we can push them out of lane. Type of thing. I mean, Sona does have early game aggression quite a lot, but she also scales later, so it's not the worst in the world, because once I get that plus 30% to shields with those 2 items and huge team fights with her W, it's very, very powerful. So I shouldn't have been that afraid of the scaling. Alright, and that's going to be it. So I still think Sona was a good pick in his composition. Those were just my 3 main mistakes. I should have adjusted how I was playing with Lucian. Shouldn't have said anything to him. Should have adjusted a couple of my engagements that I made. I needed to play more cautious because I'm a squishy support. I'm used to playing like Alistar, Tom Kinch, that type of thing. So I just need to make an adjustment there. That's it. Otherwise, I still think Sona's really strong. You know, you want to play her into comps where you need speed, or especially team fighting. If they look like they're going for hardcore team fighting, or you're going for hardcore team fighting, and she's really good because her ult's pretty nice for team fights. It's a lot more narrow than it used to be. And her shield is just amazing in team fights. Every time you get to press that W, it's just such a huge power spike, especially with that one item. It gives everybody on-hit damage and attack speed. Very good. So you don't want to play her into assassins like Zed, LeBlanc, just anything that can just get to her and blow her up instantly. You don't want to do that. Now, she's pretty good against poke champions if they don't blow her up. Like, Lux will blow you up. But if it's something like, I don't know, people don't play poke champions like a Jace or a Nidalee Spear, maybe Victor lasers, things like that you can kind of heal through. But it's the all-in boom that's a big problem. So, anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, please check out the other videos on this channel. We have a lot. Lots of League of Legends, lots of different champions. We have a whole lot of Alistar and Tahm Kench, if you like those. I think they're very, very strong in this meta. We also have a good little chunk of Janna. We have some Nami, Zyra. So we have a pretty good selection of supports that I play. If there's one in particular that you want me to play, you're like, hey, try to play another Janna game or a Zyra game or something like that, then just let me know and I'll do my best to try to play those games. I had someone request Alistar, so I played a bunch of Alistar games. So I will do my best to find good compositions for that. And I'm trying to expand my repertoire. As I said before, like, Alistar would have been very good into this too, because Alistar cancels, or he can get through Sivir's spell shield now, because if you do your combo, her spell shield doesn't stop it, because the W triggers it first, and then the Q knocks it up. That didn't used to be that way, but now it is. So Alistar would have been amazing into this comp too, because it would have been pretty easy to pick off Sivir. Although, I don't know, knowing Lucian's proclivities for bottom lane, it could have been really bad if I tried to go in aggressive and he was just sitting there farming or something. So I do think Sona was good. It's also worth noting that we really didn't have a tank that game. We kind of had Udyr. I guess we had Cho'Gath, that's a lie. We had 2 tanks. So this meets the criteria for what I say for usually picking a squishy support, is you need 2 tanks. Or at least like 1.5. Udyr's kind of the half tank here. Cho'Gath looks like he was pretty much going full tank. So look at Cho. I mean, he's got 11 kills. You don't need to get like death cap Cho'Gath. I mean, that can be okay. It can be fun. But you can get defensive items and still win. Udyr, lots of kills, lots of pressure. He just got Warrior Trinity, and then he was getting defensive items. So that's fine. Lucian was actually starting to get a defensive item, so good for him. But okay, that's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed it. Do check out the other videos. If you have heard of Total War Warhammer, you're interested in that, I have lots of stuff for that as well. We have lots of multiplayer battles, which are a lot of fun. Those are really quick. They're like 10 minutes or less usually. And I explain the strategic elements behind them pretty well, I think. So it's pretty easy to understand, at least sort of from an entertainment perspective, just from watching the videos. Like, you don't have to have played a lot of Total War or, you know, understand a lot of Warhammer lore to really appreciate the battles. I still think those are a lot of fun to watch. And we also have campaigns. So we have legendary campaigns for everything except for Chaos. And we don't abuse the auto-resolve system. We don't abuse magic. We don't abuse all of these other systems that, you know, can make the game a little bit less challenging and, in my mind, a little bit less fun. We do use some magic, and we do use auto-resolve occasionally, of course. You know, if we're going to attack a town and we have a vastly superior army, and it's just going to be a waste of your time if I play it out, then of course I'm going to auto-resolve it. But I'm not going to auto-resolve things that are like 20-on-20 battles, where it's giving me odds that are way too favorable. So check those out. I think it's a good, honest, fun campaign. And yeah, that's going to be it. If you enjoyed this, check out all that stuff, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.